Uh, fucking. God. Hi, this is the Ashley Corinne. What fucking day is it? What'd you say, Chuck? Okay. Hi, this is the Ashley Corinne. Welcome to. Shit. I'm making this video about the Space Force. Hold on. The Space Force, man. See, this is the thing about the Space Force. Oh yeah, and this is I'm running for president, so that but I want to talk about the Space Force, and this is something that can be equally applied to basically any branch of the Space Force. See, when it comes to the Space Force, Trump needs to focus on R&D, research and or development. Because I made a fucking video about this before. Just fucking check back on my channel. But energy weapons. I'm talking lasers. I'm talking about frickin' lasers, man. I want sharks with lasers on their frickin' foreheads. No, I'm talking about lasers, man. Lasers and plasma weapons. Although, as far as plasma weapons go, we don't have the technology yet. But the thing is, if you're a fucking space marine and you have a fucking M4 or some shit like that, and you're aiming at the enemy, and you go, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna turn into a spinning ping pong ball. And you go, woo, woo. It'll be like this. Ah, and then you're trying to find your fucking target. Doesn't work. What we need is directed energy weapons. Now, see, this is the thing, is there actually is, this is something that I've actually learned from people who've been in the military. The U.S. military has developed microwave weapons, directed microwave beams. So it's like, if you think of a microwave, you know, how it cooks your food. Think of that, but think of it as a directed energy weapon. Although, from what I understand, it was a large weapon. It was a heavy weapon, which means they had to have it mounted on a like a Humvee. But the technology exists. But this is what I was thinking of. Okay? So, in space, imagine that, okay, this is Space Force training right here. Imagine that you're infiltrating and taking over a space station, okay? Like, imagine, you know, for an example, the ISS, the International Space Station. You're not gonna fucking shoot someone, especially with a gun, because then you're gonna fucking be sucked out into the fucking vacuum of space. But even with energy weapons, you're not gonna be shooting shit, because if you actually successfully infiltrate a space station and you damage all the technology, then it's not gonna fucking serve you because you're gonna die too. You're gonna die in the vacuum of space. So, the way of the future is Joe Rogan. The way of the future is Bruce Lee. The way of the future is Jeet Kune Do. Because when I was thinking about it, and when you're grappling with someone, you're both going to be, if you're okay, let's say you overtake an operative and you're both grappling together, you're going to be spinning around. So you're going to try to choke their neck specifically. You're going to try and choke their carotid artery. And if you want to get really nasty, you got to have a knife, or you can use your thumb. You know, a thumb in the eye does a lot of good things in a situation like that, but you're going to use a knife, so you're going to stab them. Although when you stab someone, especially if if you were to like stab them in their carotid artery right there, that's going to release a bunch of blood and plasma into the 0G. Well, it's called microgravity, but that's just me being nerdy. Gonna have to be fucking tricky in this. You know what I mean? Fucking Space Force. So if Donald motherfucking Trump wants to build a Space Force, he needs to start pouring more money into fucking MMA. He needs to start pouring more money into Joe fucking Rogan, because that motherfucker knows what's going on. 0G fighting, man. It's gonna come down to grappling. It's fucking Royce Gracie in this shit. And if you don't know who Royce Gracie is, his name is spelled with an R. So it's spelled Royce Gracie, but it's pronounced Royce Gracie. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the man that fucking made the fucking Ultimate Fighting Championship. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.